Antara is the founder of Sunday class of...
Good evening, Birla Balika Vidyapeeth. What an absolute joy and honor to be here today. I've returned to the school after 20 years, and of course it has brought back a lot of memories, especially of the year 1999 when I had first come to Vidyapeeth as a student of class 7. I had moved to India from abroad, so everything was new and unfamiliar to me, especially Hindi. So I'm a Bengali and I didn't know Hindi, and suddenly I had to write exams because this was a subject. To add to my woes, in the evening when we were taken to the grounds and told to march, I had never marched before. So I was so bad at it, I was pulled out on the side and I watched while the others marched past. Then came DDMS, and I had to choose between Bharatnatyam and Kathak. I already knew Kathak, I had the fundamentals, my mother was also trained in it, so that seemed like the natural choice. Bharatnatyam, on the other hand, looked very difficult, and it looked like it required perfection from head to toe. It's something I didn't know, and so I decided to choose what asked more of me, and that was Bharatnatyam. So here was this girl who didn't know Hindi, who didn't know marching, and who didn't know Bharatnatyam. So what happened next? Well, first of all, I was lucky to be in a school that gave me so many different opportunities. As are you girls. Those opportunities have only increased in the last 20 years, and you should make the most of them. Secondly, I was a sincere and hardworking student. I was not always the best in everything I did, but I always did my best in everything that I did. And most importantly, I was supported by my teachers and parents. On days when I didn't really believe in myself, they believed in me, and that sometimes can make all the difference. Well, eventually I came to class 10 and I wrote my board exams, one of which was Hindi. And I scored the second highest marks in Hindi in the school. Mind you, I was not the topper. I was not the topper, but my teacher and of course we were both very happy, because here was the girl who didn't know Hindi a few years back, and I had worked hard all these years to get to those marks. As for marching, I had asked my father for some tips, I practiced and eventually joined NCC. Soon enough, I was made the sergeant, and suddenly I found myself being in charge of 32 girls for a 10-day national camp in Udaipur. I had to take care of them, lead them, be responsible for them. And I did it. Today when I came here in the morning, I got goosebumps as I was accompanied by the pilots. I used to be a pilot. My friend Prerna and I think for 4 years straight, every single function and event at Vidyapeeth, we were the two who were always accompanying the chief guests. So today, that was a very, very special moment for me to see that. As for Bharatnatyam, when I had chosen it in class 7, we were about 40 girls. So the room used to be packed, lines and lines of girls doing Bharatnatyam. But as the years went by and got harder and harder, guess how many from the 40 were left? We were 3. Rajni, Mukti and Antara. We were the 3 left in Bharatnatyam. So you may wonder that did Antara become a professor of Hindi, or did she join the armed forces, or did she become a professional dancer? No, she did not. She became a social worker, an educator, an entrepreneur, a change maker. So how did these things, these learnings that I had in Vidyapeeth help me in my life, or did it help at all? Well, for Hindi, when I started doing social work in North India, in the states of Rajasthan and Uttar Pradesh, it is Hindi with which I have connected with my children, with their families, with the community. The Pink Engine, the company that I have started, we work in Uttar Pradesh with the locals, and Hindi is the bridge. NCC taught me responsibility. So, when I started Sunday class, I was responsible for these children. I had the courage to stand in front of alcoholic fathers and fight for the right of these children. And, making sure that little girls did not turn into child brides and little boys did not turn into child laborers. So if at 13 I could, take care of 32 girls in an unknown city in an NCC camp, at 30, of course, I could start Sunday class and take care of a whole bunch of children. Bharatnatyam taught me discipline and the power of showing up. Priya ma'am always showed up for us, no matter what. And I have been trying to do the same for the last 10 years for my Sunday class kids. You show up, doesn't matter what is going on in your life, you show up for the children. As for my company, well, I recently had surgery, and I think 3 or 4 days after that, I was back working with my team trying to fulfill some orders. I do not recommend doing that after surgery, but my team was counting on me, and I was there. So these are the things that have, helped build my success. So, girls, today you might see me and you might feel that she's successful, that's why she's standing on the stage. No, success is built step by step. It is built through courage, through perseverance, and sometimes through your failures and shortcomings. Like I said, like I didn't know Hindi, marching or Bharatnatyam when I started. So girls, one more thing is that you and I and every single woman and girl here in the audience today, we are very lucky. We are in fact very privileged. Not because of wealth. We are privileged because we have the right to education in a country where crores and crores of girls still do not. So right now, you're building the foundation of your life. So the next 70 years will depend on what you do now, what you learn, what you experience today. I have spent a lot of days and hours with textbooks, but I've also spent a lot of it on stage. In Vidyapeeth, I have danced, acted, emceed an entire annual day. I have sang, I have been given speeches, debated. I've done all of that. And that gave me the confidence and courage to start not one but 2 initiatives. Sunday class, which is a free STEM school for underprivileged children. So children who were dropouts of primary school dropouts today are in college pursuing their bachelor degrees. So with the Pink Engine, we are the world's first and only company in the world to make 1/100 miniature train models of Indian Railway trains. And I try and employ young women there so that we can equip them with skills and financial independence. And there's one more personal advice for you girls, that if the time comes and if you decide to have a life partner, please choose wisely. So that person is going to be the co-founder of your future, of your life, as you will be his or hers. For me, my husband, Dr. Anurup Mitra, and I, we've been together for 20 years, and no matter how big and unrealistic my dreams are, I know he's got my back. So find a partner like that if you wish to have one. So choose with patience, there is no hurry, and please choose with wisdom. And when you have all these experiences, and like I said, Vidyapeeth gives you so many such opportunities, these will help you build your future. Step by step, brick by brick, floor by floor, you will get there. And you will find your passion along the way. Passion is something that only you can find for yourself. So you will walk on paths that take you to your passion, or even better, you will create paths that fulfill your goals, that align with your passion. So you will get to those goals only if you have courage and perseverance, because those roads are going to have a lot of potholes and a lot of speed bumps. But don't give up. What will distinguish you from the rest is your courage to go on even when times are tough. And when you do that, you will find that joy, success, freedom, all of it will flow your way. And dreams that you have been dreaming of will come true. And I'll let you in on a little secret. Dreams that you've never even dreamed of will start coming true. Like being invited as the chief guest on annual day at your Alma-Mater. Thank you so much for this incredible day. I will cherish it for the rest of my life. I am so grateful to everybody here. Thank you so much. Birla Balika Vidyapeeth. Thank you. Namaste. Jai Hind.
This is a symbol of our gratitude and appreciation for honoring the occasion by a benign presence, ma'am.